Okay. At first, I would like to thank Dr. Hong for inviting me to have a talk at the ACM22. So I inform the Agricultural Culture Collection of China is a part of the National Microbial Resource Center, hosted by the Institute of Agricultural Resources and Regional Planning, Chinese Academy of Agricultural Sciences. So as the request by ACM22 committee, I will introduce the overall research and markets of microbial fertilizer and pesticide in China today. So as everyone knows that microorganisms are the biggest and the largest biological resources in the world, and present everywhere, from deep ocean to high mountains, right? So it plays an important role in ecosystem, and it's also the core elements in maintaining the balance of agricultural ecosystem and an important support for ensuring arable land quality, food security, biosecurity, and green and low carbon development, right? But with the overuse of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, the soil in China, even the world, had deteriorated seriously, such as the soil salinization, biological barriers, pesticides, residues, and environmental pollution, right? So developing and utilizing microbial resources to combat soil degradation and promote green agriculture development is a major proportion in global agriculture research. So at this background, the Ministry of Science and Technology in China developed 6 national culture collection centers in 1979, including ACCC and CGMCC and so on. So ACCC is specialized in agricultural microbial resource collection, and it is also the lead unit of the National Microbial Resources Center. We collect many types, variety types of microbial resources, such as for fertilizer, for feed, and plant-associated microbes, environmental microbes, even edible fungi. And we also collect microbe specimens and gene resources. And to date, we already preserved more than 23,000 agricultural microbial strains with 300,000 backups. And every year, we offer about 1,500 strains and services to more than 150 component and universities engaged in microbial fertilizers, microbial pesticide, microbial feed, and mushroom cultivation. So the basic research on soil and plant microbiome has achieved great progress in China, with the output in the field increasing by about 3 times between 2010 to 2024, and it published so many high-quality research papers. And in the applied research areas, the scientists in CES, my academy, developed nitrogen-fixing fertilizers, which is composed of azospirillum and azotobacter, which show that more than 15 year increases in rice while reducing chemical fertilizers requirement by up to 1/3. And the scientists in our academy also developed the BT engineered strain, which would obtain the genetically modified organism safety certified in 2006. And it's already rejected as the first GMO BT engineered pesticide in China in 2017. And overall, the history of microbial fertilizer and pesticide in China can be divided into three phases. Before 1980, we generally focused on traditional composition, like rhizobium research, limited use of plant-derived pest control. From 1980 to 1990, the first commercial rhizobium products were developed, and the BT pesticide introduced to China. From 2000 to 2010, then China had developed GB standards. It means national standards, and substitute for organic farming, expansion of microbial pesticide. And from 2015, as the new technologies applied, so like the CRISPR-Cas9 genome editing technology, then focus on the soil remediation and the precision application technologies. And the Chinese government also developed some policy measures to support development and adoption of microbial fertilizer and pesticide. I can make three samples. The first one is that national agriculture green development policies, like the Zero Growth Action Plan for chemical fertilizer and pesticide from 2015 to 2025. And another one, that opinions on accelerating the green development of agriculture in 2022. So the third one is the 14th five-year plan from 2021 to 2025. Its key focus areas including soil health, carbon neutrality, biopesticide expansion. And we also have some financial incentives and subsidies for farmers, and tax breaks for manufacturers, and even R&D grants for scientists and applied research. And you know that the microbial fertilizer and pesticides derived from a microorganism, but is regulated in China by two different departments, not department, office. The regulatory authority, both are Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Affairs. It's responsible for fertilizer registration, policy, and regulating. But there's another office located in our institute, IARPCS. It handles acceptance, review, supervision, and guidance of registration. It's more simple than, you know, the regulation is more simple than pesticides. The middle regulation and the technology standards include that administrative regulation, industry standards, biosafety guidelines, testing standards, and supplemental documents. The most important standard is that the minimum viable cell count required for microbial fertilizer is 2 times 10 power 8 CFU per milliliter or gram in liquid or powder formulation. So the market size of microbial fertilizer in China grows very fast in the last 10 years. From the data, we can see that, yeah. So in 2014, the domestic market size only had almost 30 billion RMBs. But after 10 years around, the market reached reached to 47 billion RMB, and expected to exceed 60 billion RMB in 2027. So the market has too much space. And the enterprise landscape of microbial fertilizer in China is very big. From the data, we can see that right now, research enterprise, including manufacture, seeding, and some related works, had more than 4,500. And research products more than 13,000. And the production capacity is around 40 million tons. And it's already applied in almost 33 million hectares. And from the map, we can see that in China, most of the manufacturers located in three provinces, like Heilongjiang, Henan, and Shandong. These three provinces has the highest number, and is also the biggest green producing areas in China. So from the product registration of microbial fertilizer, we can see that massive amounts of products were registered after 2018. It almost makes up 90% of the total. From this data, we can see that in 2007, the annual new registration only had about 40 new products. But last year, in 2024, it reached to 1,000, almost 1,200 new registrations only in 1 year. And from the cumulative product registration, so 10 years ago, in 2013, there's totally only have more than 600 registered microbial fertilizer products. But by last year, it grows up to 13,000. So from the types of and the proportion of microbial fertilizer products, we can see that almost 50% reject the microbial inoculants, and 1/3 rejected bioorganic fertilizers, and others the rest. Because we know that microorganism is very vast, right? But generally, only about 80 species are often recorded for microbial fertilizer in China, in which bacteria make up the majority. And in bacteria, we can see that the bacillus and the related genus species possess the majorities, and then followed by fungi and actinomyces. The fungi usually is Trichoderma and something else. But the new arriving that the algae are rarely used. So I just said that the pesticide, microbial pesticide regulation is different from microbial fertilizers in China. Also, it's regulated by MARA, but there's another office located at ICEMA, which doing the acceptance, technical review, and approval of pesticide registration. So the core regulation and minimum viable cell count requirement is 1 × 10⁸. It's different, a little bit lower than microbial fertilizers. And from 2017, the China government promote the green products and develop some strategies to streamline microbial pesticide registration, such as testing requirement reduction. There's up to 19 environmental toxicology and residue tests can be exempt, significantly reduce the registration cost. And shorten efficiently trial period. Efficient trial for microbial pesticides can be completed across multi-regions within only 1 year. And there's some green channel for review and accepted approval process. The market size of microbial pesticide in China is experiencing significant growth, driven by government policies promoting sustainable agriculture and reducing chemical pesticide use. Especially in last 3 years, there's too much progress. In 2022, the market is around 15 billion RMB, but last year it grows up to 21 billion RMB, and expected there's 17% average growth rate. But overall, even that big growth, but right now the biopesticide market still possesses only 10% of all of the market. And the microbial pesticide industry in China is characterized by a mix of dominant pioneers. It includes some enterprise, multinational corporations and emerging startups. It's around that more than 260 manufacturers. The annual output is around 140,000 tons. And the value around is 3 billion. It's already applied in almost 30 million hectares. So, driven by strong government support, enterprise-led innovation and active market adoption, the application of microbial pesticide in China has expanded significantly in recent years. Now it's almost, as I said, applied in 30 million hectares, and in which pest control possesses about 20 hectares. The rest is disease control. So now in China, the registered microbial pesticides had about 1,200, in which bacteria-based possess about 600, and fungi-based about 250, and the rest are viral-based and other combination products. And the types of microbial pesticides include insecticides, plus more than 70%. The rest is the fungicide, nematocide, and others. The microbial pesticides are formulated using specific microbial species and strains in China, in which the bacillus is also the dominant resource used for microbial pesticide. Whatever in fungicidal products and insecticidal products. Overall, it's really there's some strengths and weakness in China about the microbial fertilizer and pesticide. I have summarized about 3 points that we really have abundant strains and microbial diversity for development and utilization. And the growth market demand and the large market scope can boost the product uptake. And also the new technology innovations such as synthetic biology, microbiome, and genome editing can accelerate the new products producing. So it also has some weakness, such as lack of high quality and competitive microbial strains and widespread repetitions, and the overall low R&D capacity. It means disconnection between research progress and market application. And the most importantly, incomplete policy and market supervision, complex procedures for new species registration and import and export. So at last, I would like to congratulate again to KACC on celebrating your distinguished 30 years anniversary. Your 3 decades in pursuing micro resources and advancing scientific research have greatly contributed to global agricultural sustainability. May this milestone inspire great achievement for the future of agriculture in the world. Thank you very much.